Welcome to this video podcast from the International Al Jolson Society. Starting as an audio podcast in 2007, this is a look into the works and legacy of the world's greatest entertainer, Al Jolson. An unrivaled star of stage, screen, and recording, his influences are felt even today, more than 60 years after his passing. From the Kraft Music Hall broadcast of April the 7th, 1949, this week's podcast features Groucho Marx joining Al Jolson in an hilarious segment. Groucho does his best to sell Jolson a baseball team, stocked with jokes, quips, and double entendres. Ultimately, Jolson's rejoinder is to join Groucho in a duet of Al Jolson's 1913 hit song, That Little German Band.
Dave, you got the key to the washroom? I want to rinse this cigar.
I'm afraid you're Groucho Marx.
You bet your life.
In case you don't remember, I'm Oscar Levant.
Oscar, that's a strange name. Why couldn't your parents think of something more normal? Like Zeppo, Hoppo, or Gummo? Or even Zazu Pitts. You won't go far with a name like that.
It so happens that I've done quite well as a piano player.
Really? Well, I have just the thing every piano player needs, an Elgin American Compact.
Why would a piano player need a compact?
Well, you can powder the seat of your pants when the bench makes it shiny. Now, Levant, before I make a poor man out of Jolson, how would you like to buy an elephant?
You're mad. What would I do with an elephant?
Make your own piano keys. Or I'll sell you some piano keys and you can make your own elephant.
Well, hello, Groucho.
Jolson, I don't like your attitude. Every time we meet, you say, hello, Groucho. How come you never say, hello, Tyrone?
All right. Hello, Tyrone.
Jolson, don't you know me? I'm Groucho. I'm one of the Marx brothers. I'm the one that doesn't talk.
But you're talking right now.
No, well, that was you that was just talking. Jolson, I see you've raised a mustache.
Yeah, I did it for a reason, Groucho. I wanted to look a little older.
Well, I think you made it.
And you might be interested.
Throw a beard in?
You might be interested to know, since I've had this mustache, a lot of people think you and I look alike, you know.
That's about the best reason I've ever had to shave mine off. Jolson, I didn't come over here to find out what's going on under your nose.
Yeah?
Al, someday you're going to want to retire again. Or is that just wishful thinking? You ought to have a business working for you. Something where the money's coming in and you don't have to sing.
Well, suppose the money doesn't come in.
Who cares as long as you're not singing?
But look, Groucho, I'm not interested in business. It's not exciting enough for me.
That's why my proposition is so good, Al. I want to sell you a ball team.
A ball team? No, thanks. Say, wait a minute. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Now, Bob Hope owns a part of the Cleveland Indians, and Bing Crosby owns part of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Groucho, what team did you have in mind for me?
The Bel Air Bloomer Girls.
A girls' baseball team? Mm-hmm. Groucho, that's ridiculous. Girls don't play good baseball.
Well, they probably know some other games, too.
But I've never even heard of the team, Groucho. Who do they play? Where do they play? Who are they?
Well, last week we played the Optimistic Donuts.
What?
The Optimistic Donuts.
Were the Optimistic Donuts any good?
No, I've never yet seen a donut that could play ball. On the other hand, I've never seen a baseball that you could dunk.
Did you ever get in a game with them, Groucho?
Yes, but for some reason I can't get to place base with any of them.
Groucho, do you coach this team yourself?
That's right, Al. I used to get out there with the girls and take strenuous exercises.
I suppose that was to build up your resistance, eh?
No, it was to tear theirs down.
Well, I don't know about girls playing ball.
I don't know about you, Al, but they always play ball with me.
But tell me, Groucho, does a girls' team draw big crowds?
Well, at yesterday's game, there were 5,000 people in the grandstand.
Any bleachers?
Well, there were a few blondes there. Now, come on, Jolson. Let's make a deal. You can have all the baseball bats, masks, and uniforms for $25.
They'd be the girls' expenses, you know.
You don't have to worry about it, Al. I perfected a device so when a girl is tired and hungry, it automatically feeds her.
What did you call it?
A man.
What? Groucho, I can't go on a business proposition this way. You tell me they're good players, but I don't know. I don't know if they are or not.
Well, of course they are. Why, you should have seen the scouts here last night to look them over.
Big league scouts?
No, Boy Scouts.
What? Groucho, what good is it for Boy Scouts to look at the girls?
Well, they learned you can start a fire without matches.
By the way, how many bats do you have?
Oh, just 2 or 3. The rest of them look pretty good. Huh?
Oh, you're crazy. Now, Groucho, look, this is between you and me. Don't try and tell me that. Aren't you fond of any of the girls?
But stop shaking the paper. I can't read.
Now, wait a minute. This has nothing to do with the paper. I want to know something. You got to tell me.
Natural shake?
What I want to know is, outside of this baseball, are you fond of any of the girls?
Well, now, let's see. Oh, yes. Well, to tell the truth, and I'm trying to avoid it, I went for the pitcher, but I went too far and got the catcher.
What? Oh, she must be good looking, huh?
Oh, you'd like her after a fashion. You'd probably like her even better after an old fashion.
Well, that begins to interest me. Now, there's something else I want to know. Do you play any doubleheaders?
Not if I can get a guy with a single head. Jolson, you got to buy this team. They're really fine players. Why, I've got a shortstop who doesn't even use a glove when she plays.
How does she stop the ball?
With her face.
What?
Her face will stop anything. However, the center fielder has one bad habit. When she's running the bases, she always stops and walks from third base to home plate.
How come?
She says the fellows she knows with the fellows with...
Yes. I've been waiting for you to do that.
Al, are you shaking this paper again? She says with the fellow she knows, walking home is a good thing to practice. I'm sorry I got to it.
But Groucho, how does the batting average on the team? Do you have any girls who are good at pinch hitting?
Yes, one, but I help her.
How can you help a pinch hit?
Well, I pinch and she hits. But enough about the girls' team, Jolson. Let's talk about some other round figures, like your money.
Groucho, I'm not going to get involved in a money deal until I'm sure that you know something about baseball.
Know something about baseball? Al, you don't remember when I played with the Dodgers?
Brooklyn Dodgers?
No draft.
What?
Then I was with the Chicago White Sox for 3 years.
Chicago White Sox for 3 years? Doing what?
Washing socks.
Yeah.
From there, I went to the Red Sox and then to the Argyle Sox. After leaving the Sox, I was promoted to underwear. Started at the bottom. After that, I went to the... After that, I went to the Bush Leagues.
What'd you do in the Bush Leagues?
Trim bushes. 2 years later, I became a star pitcher. I remember my first big game. In the 4th inning, I threw my arm out.
You threw your arm out? What happened?
Someone in the stands threw it back in. He said there was no mustard on it.
Groucho, I don't think I want to buy a girls' team. Now, if they were any good, the major leagues would be looking over your players.
Well, they are. I have one girl the Yanks are still after.
The Yanks are looking for her? Who is she?
Mademoiselle from Armentières.
Groucho, that's the name of a song.
I know, and here's the name of another one, that little German band.
Okay, Groucho, you take the high notes, and I'll take the low notes. And I'll get to the end before you.
This should be a baseball song. It's coming in from left field, Al.
Hier, der Kapellmeister, he's making every music.
Der Kapellmeister?
Ja, der Kapellmeister, das ist großartig,
Sehr gut, ja.
Beneath my window every morn, I can hear a great big horn.
Papa, in the backyard they are.
And they want money when they play. I give them more to go away.
They all play something new.
Yeah, sir.
They blow until they're blue.
And when you think they're true, they sing a line or two. La 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 la.
Such a pretty melody.
La 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 la.
Like the babies in the tree.
La 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 la.
Everybody sing with us.
La 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 la. La 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 la. That was großartig, Meyer.
Oh, wunderschön.
You know something?
Yeah.
You, the way you sing, you should be with Caruso.
Albert, Caruso is dead.
I know.
Albert.
Oh, that music is so grand. From the little Sherman band. What is that?
There, something got sour in the flute.
The bass horn fella is the best. Now he could almost round the rest.
They all stand in a ring.
Jawohl.
They play the same
Oh,
old
they're
thing.
no good. And the leader pulls the string.
Yeah.
They drop their horns and sing. La 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 la.
Such a pretty melody. La 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 la. Like the berries in the tree. La 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 la. Everybody sing with me. La 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 la. La 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 la.
This entire radio program is available on the website of the International Al Jolson Society, www.jolson.org. That's JOLSON.org. Along with many other radio shows, Jolson recordings, video clips, and information about the world's greatest entertainer. Be sure to visit the site and listen for the next podcast. As Al Jolson said, in the words he made famous,
You ain't heard nothing yet.